Good morning. Oh, you're over there. Huh. It's another chilly one. But the sun is nice. Today is a little bit of a sad day of remembrance for me. Because 4 years ago, on this day, my baby boy, the dog love of my life, a little white dog named Merlin, I won't go into too much detail. Let's just say he lay down beside me, went to sleep, and never woke up again. It's sorry, hard to put my feelings for that sweet little dog into words. The whole process by which he even came into my life, it's too long to go into here, and one of these days I might actually write that book about him. But it was a little bit of a miracle that I got him at all. But the whole thing, from the moment that I first saw his picture in Kijiji, because that's where I got him, was it had a feeling of meant to be, predestination. uh, he was a purebred Papillon, but not a toy, not the really small size one. He was actually the size of a King Cavalier Spaniel, and yet he was a Papillon. I got him from a breeder in, well, his original owner had given him back to the breeder because The breeder was the one who brought him to me, but that one particular breeder may have been the only one that bred Papillons that size, because I've never seen another other than that one in BC. But he was right from the moment we first laid eyes on each other. That was it. I was his person. While I was finalizing the sale, and he was in a crate in the back seat of her car, making these absolutely horrible, high-pitched, shrieking noises, yipping, yapping, and it was a sound I was to hear a lot more in the future, whenever Merlin was in a place where he could not see me or get to me. And the second he laid eyes on me, he stopped. And I deliberately met her somewhere where I could take him for a walk before I brought him home. So we went first to the dog park that wasn't far away from where we were. And I didn't let him off the leash, obviously, because I didn't know whether or not he would come back to me. And it was a very large dog park, and I could have spent a lot of time chasing him if he had been of a mind to not be caught. So we weren't going to do that. That wouldn't be a good way to start off our association. His name at the time that I received him was, are you ready for this? Disby. Yeah, no. That was clearly not happening, and I had already decided the moment I saw him that his name was Merlin. And so anyway, we went to the dog park, and walked around a bit, and he was the happiest, brightest little thing I have ever seen. Just trotting along by my side, those great big ears up, tail held high. He was just in seventh heaven. And by the time we got home, he was answering to Merlin. That's how smart he was. And from the first moment we met to the day he died, he was my dog. I mean, he lived and breathed just for me. I've never in my life experienced such adoration and devotion from a living soul. But with that comes a tremendous responsibility, which I hope I upheld. I tried to reward that devotion with the best care I could. I dream about him sometimes. Not so much now. But the first couple of years, definitely, he would pop up in my dreams and walk along with me for a little while. about a year or so ago. I was getting Buggy's harness on to take him for a walk. Now, when you go in my back door there, the entryway level is below the level of the rest of the room, which is the kitchen. So you have to turn to the left and go up 3 flights of stairs to get to the kitchen level. 3 steps, not 3 flights, duh. And what Merlin used to do when he was waiting, when I was getting both of them ready to go for a walk, is he would stand on the kitchen level and I would be, of course, down at the bottom of the third step, right? On that level there. What that would do for me is when I put his harness on, I wouldn't have to bend over. So he would stand right there at that convenient height until I put his harness on. Then turn around and bend over and put on Bugs. And so that one particular day, when I was putting on Bug's harness, out of my peripheral vision, I could see this white blur just where Merlin would have been if he was waiting his turn. And it just seemed like the most natural thing to me in the moment. I finished with Bug, and then I turned expecting to see him there, ready to put his harness on, just for that instant. Hi, guys. Anyway. I actually started doing this because of his death. Not uploading things, that came later, but I mean, at first, photographing the squirrels on the walk. And then that one day when I was just had that idea, as you will, when you don't know that something shouldn't be possible, you just do it. I thought, well, gee, why don't I try and attract some crows to come to my backyard? Naive me, I just get a handful of peanuts in a jar, and I'm walking along with my dog, and I see a crow by the side of the road, and I throw him a handful of peanuts, and he follows me home, just like that. Oh, I don't know. Like I said, if nobody tells you you can't do it, then you just go and do it. Ignorance is bliss when it comes to limitations. So that's how it all started, really, was because Merlin left me. The crow followed me home, and I started putting just a jar full of peanuts right about there when I came home, and then just going inside and leaving them to it. And the squirrels started coming. I wasn't even thinking about the squirrels back then. Just the crows. And then the blue jays, and I was still just filming them. I would film them through the kitchen window. I wasn't coming outside. And then I started coming outside. I'd only been a couple of days filming outside. And then Beth came up to me on the sidewalk that one afternoon, and that was the inspiration for uploading. Oh, you guys, come on. So hard. I miss him. I've no idea what I've just said here. I must sound like a bloomin' lunatic. That little dog, that little white dog, he helped me so much through what we went through 10 years ago. That ended up with me moving back to this city after spending the previous 15 years in Kelowna. Having to leave behind all my family and come here. That's another story. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how long I've been nattering on here. I'm sorry. For anyone who's actually made it this far, I commend you for your patience. Ooh, dude, he almost fell down. You okay? So if you got a moment to spare, any kind thoughts for a little white dog? I'm so very happy to have known him. Stay warm and hug the ones you love.